Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name's Chris and this is Gym Spotlight, the series where we travel to your area to give you an insight to your local BJJ gym. This week we're in Southampton, a city famous for, you guessed it, being south. And also some massive boat set sail from here or something. Wonder how that ended. But aside from sailors and ships, Southampton has two of my favourite people living there who I first met on the mats. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I give you Phoenix MMA Southampton. Let's get into it.
I'm Jon Wellstead, a black belt under Jimmy Johnston at Phoenix MMA. Me and the wife, Josie, run Phoenix MMA Southampton and have done for a few years now. I've been training for about jiu-jitsu for about 9 years. Just before uni I did about a year's worth of kickboxing and kung fu, but then went to uni and got drunk and fat. So I trained Thai boxing for say about 5 years. And then the gym shut. I didn't really want to do Thai boxing under anyone else, so I'd sort of started, I'd done like a little bit of jiu-jitsu with Jimmy because our old Thai boxing coach and Jimmy sort of shared the same venue for a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Before Jimmy had a venue. When the Thai gym shut, I was like, wow, time to move on fully to jiu-jitsu. I was in the old gym, I think it opened in 2013, and I was there as like a brand new white belt helping painting, thinking, oh, this is so cool. So
like an OG member of Phoenix MMA Southampton, that's nuts.
It was a great little gym, it was like old school.
Yeah, it was Christian, I remember it.
Yeah, training in like a big garage, I guess, is what it was like. We had like a laundrette next door that caught fire one evening, which was great. We mat surfed for 4 months before we found this place. And then
nice.
Opened just in time for the pandemic.
How many classes do you run?
We have classes 7 days a week. So weekdays we're open in the morning for like some open mats and bags and use of the gyms. We have like an early morning session if you like getting up at 6, well it's a 6 AM start up for jiu-jitsu, which is crazy, but some people come to that. And then we have obviously the standard like evening classes during the week, which are busy, and the weekend we have like Saturday morning and then Sunday evening. So
nice.
Yeah, pretty much a full-time job on top of a full-time job. So it's all good.
It's insane.
Yeah. Love it.
Now I know I always say, I love this gym or this is a cool gym, but honestly, I love this gym. For specifics on where the gym is, if you go past the Southampton Football Club and onto Millbank Street, you will see it like a shining beacon in the night. Ba-boom! Phoenix MMA Southampton, right there. Massive poster, you cannot miss it. Guarantee someone's missed it though. I've known Jon and Josie for 6 years and it's awesome to see how far they've come with the gym. I mean, if you ever trained at the old gym, you'll know what I mean, because it was quite a small industrial unit, had a nice old school feel and charm, but I mean, look at this place, look at the size of it. Just the downstairs matted area is the same size as the old gym. They now have a downstairs matting, multiple punch bags for MMA and Muay Thai, a strength and conditioning area, and then, we've got the whole upstairs area, a whole upstairs matted area, perfect for grappling, and my favourite, takedowns. Joe and Jon are super welcoming to any beginners. There's that nice atmosphere of anyone can walk in and just start training, and Josie also puts on women's classes throughout the week. I was there for the Sunday no-gi session, and what a session it was. Jon's detail and explanation of each technique was very methodical and always does the walk around check to make sure that each person or each pair is getting it. There was mainly white belts there and a few blue belts, but each person was picking it up, and it was because of Jon's teaching. At the end of the session, I managed to get in a roll with Jon, and my god, you can't touch him without the fear of a wrist lock. If you want to watch our roll in the entirety and watch me screaming and laughing at the fact I'm getting wrist locked, I don't know, every 30 seconds, you can do so up here. It should be on one of the little cardy things. And also, if you have your own gym you'd like me to visit, then drop me a message down below and I'm happy to pop along for some rolls and some footage. At one point I managed to sit down with Big Jon and we chatted about his BJJ journey, the future plans for the gym, and of course, those quickfire questions. Never done that before, don't know why I did that. We're keeping it in. Anyways, let's go chat with Jon.
Hi guys, I'm just here with Big Jon, not McCarthy, Wellstead. Yay! Can that be your nickname from now on?
Nah.
We just got some questions about the gym, about you, all that jazz. All right?
Yeah.
Sick.
Good.
There's this saying in BJJ, like the blue belt blues, where you get your blue belt and there's this, it feels like you don't progress, you just reach a plateau. Is it plateau?
Plateau?
Plateau.
Yeah.
That word.
Like gato.
Like plateau, like gato. Was there any belt where you felt there wasn't much progression?
I think every week at some point I wanted to quit. I've just kind of stuck with
It's
it.
like, this is it here now.
Yeah, there's times where I haven't enjoyed the training as much, but then I think that's all part of the journey, if you want to go cheesy, but it's just use those times as a chance to like mix up your game or try different things or just wrist lock everybody so you know you're going to have fun. Like,
how do you benefit from training with white belts and like lower belts? Is there any advice you can give to sort of other belts that are quite higher that are like running their own gym where like they're the highest belt there?
there's something to be learned from everybody. I think white belts don't react the way they should, so they give you opportunities to try different things, and you'll be trying to move and they'll do something white beltish. No offense to white belts, we've all been one.
We've all been
But and then you'll be like, oh, unexpected, so you try something different. And I think like against the athletic white belts, you've got stuff to work on, like framing and not getting kneed in the face, and against sort of like the heavy ones, framing, not getting smushed.
Looking through your social media / stalking you somewhat excessively
Through the window.
it seems that you get like quite a lot of high level grapplers through the gym whenever like Polaris is here, we've got one of the events on. Is there any that kind of stick out the most of like they're just on a different atmosphere of training where you're like, oh my god, I've never rolled with anyone this difficult or kind of technical?
You don't get to that level without a certain type of training and mindset.
Of course.
They're all very different and stuff, but yeah, they're all really hard to roll with. We had like Team USA in, like Richie Martinez.
You mentioned
And then we had Kendall and Cody Steele was in, and David Ramos and that. There's been lots of fun rolls, and again, when they're being more playful, it's kind of it's scary how good they are, even when they're just like messing about. Craig Jones came in and just did a bit of drilling with a couple of guys. I've rolled with him before when I was a blue belt, and I just embarrassed myself. But, I think he deadlift armbarred me or something like that. I mean, it just shows you the levels to the game, and it's just a nice reminder of how shit I am. And,
like how humbling it is. Like,
how
cool.
lazy and lack of cardio, and
Have you got any future plans for the gym, or kind of like any events you're putting on?
For the gym, we just want to sort of keep growing it. Like, it's just so nice to see the mats busy again after the lockdown and stuff. So it's nice at the minute it's growing organically. So it's not a case of filling the gym for the money. You want to make sure you've got good people on the mats. I'd rather grow it slowly, and so you've just got like a nice bunch. We'll keep adding classes, and we've got like loads of people coming up to the belts that we've got such a wide range of coaches, so they've taken on different classes, so hopefully we can just keep adding to it. Event wise, like we put on the Southampton Open a few years ago.
Oh yeah, I remember,
Yeah, so we want to do another one of those again soon.
That'd be sick.
But it's just, again, getting around to it. We seem to, with Rainha and Jon and Enyo and all that kind of stuff as well, and I've got a day job, so we kind of...
I still can't believe that you have a day job. It still blows my mind when I'm like, oh yeah, I've got a full-time job and a full-time gym.
Yeah, I'm so tired.
We're just going to do like some quick fire questions, like the first thing that pops into your head.
Okay.
Favorite position?
Probably half guard.
Wait, top or bottom?
Bottom.
Yeah?
I'm quite lazy or efficient. Probably both. Like, I don't know.
Mixture.
If Jimmy asks, I'm efficient, but...
Favorite submission?
Chinese burn. Now, probably... I'd be lying if I didn't say wrist lock. I love sort of head and arm chokes.
Well, like darts,
all those, but just there's something about a wrist lock. Like, I hate people.
You do them all the time.
Again, Jimmy's fault, because when I was a white belt, I rolled with him. I think he was a brown belt at the time, and every time I just like framed on him or put my hand on him, I'd just be wrist locked, and I just remember thinking, this is ridiculous. It was disgusting but amazing at the same time, and I remember thinking, I want people to not be able to touch me through the fear of being wrist locked. So it's kind of like his fault, I think.
Gi or no gi?
Probably gi, again, because I'm quite slow and lazy, so I can efficient. Can slow people down.
I like it. Do you have any kind of like pre-comp routines or superstitions that you have?
The first thing I do when I get to the venue is I find where the toilets are. I struggle real bad with nerves and stuff. So
Every time I've been to a comp, I like go straight to the toilet, empty, so I make sure I'm making weights.
Normally I'm in double figures by the time I step on the mat, so I've been to the loo. So we always used to joke about like, it doesn't matter how you perform, like no one cares, win or lose, no one cares, but just don't get choked out and pass out in 15 seconds and then just like piss and shit yourself on the mat. That was like as long as that doesn't happen,
you've won.
Yeah, it's great. So,
Last question: if you could kind of travel back in time and see white belt Jon just standing there, and you can give him one bit of advice, what would it be?
Footlocks. Start footlocks.
Oh yeah, see, that's actually a good one. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like it's a weak part of my game, and obviously it's a fairly big part of jiu-jitsu.
It's huge
nowadays.
That's it. Awesome, Jon. Thanks so much for having us. And thanks so much for having us over the weekend, man. It's been it's been really nice. Any sort of final words, any sign off that you want to say? Sponsors wise?
I'm like the least inspiring person ever. Like I always struggle with stuff like this. When I got my belt.
Your speech.
Yeah, you gave a speech, and Dave got his belt at the same time, and he gave this really inspiring speech. And bearing in mind, we'd done like a 3-hour seminar, and everyone was hungry and stuff. And then, so I always kind of had that in mind. That's my excuse, but. Yeah, I just kind of was lost for words. I think I was just like, yeah, everything Dave said, let's go get food. And it's like, shit, I've blown that now, and I've blown it. That's always going to be on my resume.
Are you happy having people like come down and like train?
Yeah, everyone's always welcome. If you're visiting Southampton, feel free to drop in. Just drop us a message on Facebook and Instagram. We normally do like open mats around like if there's events in Southampton, whether it's Polaris or Enyo or stuff like that. And Joe runs. Or through Rainha, like often women's only open mats as well.
Wicked.
So, yeah, there's no like we try to be like the whole zero politics. Everyone's welcome to train and like just come and show us something cool, and we'll try and show you something cool and let's just share. Mate,
you already showed me so much stuff.
Yeah, don't tell anyone.
No.
Secret
back pocket.
Yeah, just bring some cool stuff and a nice attitude, and yeah, everyone's welcome. So.
Wicked. Sweet. Thanks so much, guys.
Cheers.
Bye. Sweet one. Cheers, dude.